If you saw me go live a couple minutes ago and then turn off the live, no you didn't. What's up, Teach? Alright. Where is my charger? Okay. Let's lock in. Ciao, hi everybody, welcome back to another Space-tastic stream. My name is Antonius Drosera, Captain of PRISMA and Space Mafia VTuber. Today is November 26th, 2025, and here we are, once again. Morning stream. Where is the... Switch it over. There we go. Huggy and Friends. Girl, we ain't playing that. Hello. We're playing Legends. We're playing Legends once again. Very exciting. The gag is I woke up really late, worked on the model, and was like, alright, I did a lot of things. Let's have a morning stream. So I'm gonna have a short morning stream. I'm probably gonna go out and get some groceries, because I gotta get groceries. Since the store's gonna be closed tomorrow. So that's the plan. I don't think we're gonna get to rank A today. But I'm sure we'll get closer. We're rank B. Currently. We're going to, this. Fucking Vinny. Hey. You're both here? Good. I'm sorry for the urgent summons. What's the matter? What did you need me and Drosera for? I'm afraid I do not have any answers. I was merely tasked with reaching out to you. President Jet is waiting inside. She will be the one to explain. Get the hell in here. I'm fucking Vinny. Ma'am, I brought Team MZ's leader, Tawny, and a teammate, Drosera, as well. Thank you both for sparing me some of your time. Tawny, Drosera, the two of you have helped me out of a difficult situation the other day, along with that gentleman from the Rust Syndicate. I'm sorry I failed to properly express my appreciation sooner.
So it wasn't true, right, what the trainer was saying?
You mean his claim that the Pokemon flocking to Lumios are part of some plot by our company? Of course that's incorrect. Truly, the extent of our involvement in this entire affair is the use of our holotech barriers. These barriers encircle the wild zones and keep wild Pokemon from damaging their surroundings. Specifically, though, they are intended to prevent wild Pokemon that have undergone rogue Mega Evolution from causing widespread damage.
Makes sense.
After the incident 5 years ago, Lumio City was hemorrhaging people and property values were in free fall. This is why the urban redevelopment plan was established. But it was a risky venture. The mayor could not find businesses willing to take on the project. And so it fell to my company, Wasatico Incorporated. The initial plan was to create a city that belonged to people and Pokemon, a place where wild Pokemon could live alongside humans. There were concerns from some uneasy with the idea. Okay. Even those with no ties to this city, still it was a noble undertaking worth pursuing. Jesus Christ. Sorry. Somebody loves slamming the door in the mornings. But when we began investigating Prism Tower to plan for repairs and improvements, we became aware of something we had not yet anticipated. The tower was emitting a peculiar energy. That is when we also began detecting that strange power which we call Mega Power in all corners of Lumio City. At the same time, wild Pokemon were flocking to the city in droves as if drawn to this power. And now we have rogue Mega Evolution. If this dire phenomenon becomes commonplace, the people will abandon Lumios once more.
Don't worry, Team MZ will help get all this under control.
Thank you for that, young lady. Beg pardon, ma'am. Seems I'm being called for. If you would excuse me for just a moment. It is thanks to Vinny that I came to know of AZ, which also led me to your group, Team MZ, and to me asking so much of you children now, as if we want
to help save the people and Pokemon of Lumios. We're glad to help, right, Drosera?
Yeah, it's for Lumios' future. Thank you both. I wish to make this a city where people and Pokemon truly can live together. Help me make that dream a reality.
We certainly will. Which means we better get to work right away. Thanks for having us.
One last question before you go, Tawny. You don't mind me asking, that jacket of yours, where did you obtain it?
It was my mom's. I keep it to remember her by.
I see. Forgive me, I just thought it looked familiar somehow.
Remember where you might have seen it, please let me know, ma'am. I came to Lumio searching for someone. Your memory could be the clue I need. Now, if you'll excuse us...
Please, one more moment of your time. I've just been briefed about the latest readings. We're detecting concentrations of Mega Power. I'll email you all the details as usual.
Leave it to us. This is what Team MZ's here for. We're gonna make Lumios a city that people and Pokemon can share, like you were saying, ma'am. Come on, Drosera, we're headed back to the hotel for another strategy meeting.
Alright. Well, let me look to see what they got at Quasartico. Metagross, Salamence.
They have Galanite,
finally.
Still have so many I need to get. Come back anytime. Alright. Finally. Give my Gallade his Megastone. The hell? Sorry about that, gamers. I don't know what happened. I did manage to get almost all of the points that we need. So that's exciting. Let's just fly. Oh yeah, I got all of the colorful screws, by the way. I guess the giant plushie that I got was just like something they put in my room, so I haven't seen it yet. So, why'd Vinny call you over to Quadritico? I guess the president just wanted us to know they've got our backs and appreciate our work. They said she's counting on us to help take care of the rogue Mega Evolution problem. On that note, did you hear from Vinny about rogue Mega Evolution reports for us to look into? That we did, which I suppose means it's time for another strategy meeting. That it is. Let me go see my room. I want to see this big plush. This plushie. Oh. Giant Canary plush really commands the room. Great craftsmanship too. Kinda doesn't really fit with the rest of the room, but alright. Sure. Apparently they made rooms for all of the main characters, and somebody like data mined them, but they're not. I don't think you can actually see them. I don't know if they just didn't have time to implement them or what. I don't know. Here's a new info for Biddy. First concern is a Dragonite on Merc Sector 3. Second in Wand Sector 4, we've got a Tyranitar to check out. And finally, there's a Starmie in Blue Sector 9, finally. All three of those can be difficult to tackle even when they haven't Mega Evolved. Starmie? I understand the other two, because they're like pseudo-legendaries, but means they'll be extremely tough customers when Rogue Mega Evolution sets in. You up to this, Drosera? I've got this. Team MZ will be supporting you on the ground as always. Even with our help, these will be serious opponents. We can't let our guard down. Sure, but think of how good we've gotten at working together now. Yeah, we've calmed so many rogue Pokemon. Team MZ is a well-oiled machine. True enough. Okay, so to recap,
Got 3 more Pokemon at risk of Rogue Mega Evolution. Stake out each of their locations, then support Drosera from there. First up, the Dragonite on Verge Sector 3. That one goes to Tawny. Naveen, you go keep an eye on that Tyranitar in Wand Sector 4. And I'll stand by to help handle the Starmie in Blue Sector 9. Listen, to leave the heaviest load on your shoulders, Drosera. I'm fine, really. Thanks, Drosera. I'm really glad to hear that. You can count on us to heal up your Pokemon before we get into battle. Alright, team, move out. Time to save more Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. Let's do it. Let's fucking go! Dragonite's close. So I guess we'll start with that one. Raining. Make sure to evolve your Goomies or your Goodras. Oh, if you're wondering where my last colorful screw was, it was on like a roof. Which I thought I got like all the roofs, but I had to do like a double. I almost scoured the entire rooftops first. I was gonna do like the floors after, but ended up not being necessary. Is it up there? Oh yeah, I see it. I don't remember how to get up there. I figure if I just go around the perimeter of there, that's not gonna work. How the heck do I get up there? I feel like I've done it before. Oh, I bet I go from up here. I see the ledge. I start getting some more mega crystals now that I'm out of them. I gotta get the big ones. Ew, ew. What? Oops, sorry. I killed it. Look at that big chunk. It's over there. I'm gonna turn the noise gate off.
There you are. Dragonite's just up ahead. So Dragonite is a pretty troublesome Pokemon. It hits hard and it's built tough. Its Mega Evolution was only recently discovered too. We don't really know what to expect from it. But you look curious. Something on your mind?
A person you've been looking for.
Yeah. I guess I feel like I need to protect the city since the person I'm searching for is here somewhere. Right now that means taking care of Lumios's rogue Mega Evolution problem.
Alright.
Let's save this Dragonite.
This one, I remember they revealed it in one of the promos. He's okay. Alright, you already know I wanna finally be able to use my Gallade. Yeesh. At least live long enough for me to use it. Alright. Go Mega Gallade. Yeah. Love this little cave. What's he doing? Oh, got a twister. Yeesh. Run away! Yikes. Uh-oh. Alright, let's bring out the ice type. And we got a fairy. That's nice. Hang in there, Frostlaugh. Ooh. Use draining kits. Doesn't really do much though. Not very much for Frostlaugh, There we go. Iconic. Whoa. What's up, MD? A little bit more. Chilling. Sounds like my type of time. A little bit more, come on. All up in this thing's butt. Oh, here we go again. Oh, nice, I got it. I win. That's one. Dragonite. You're on a roll, Drosera. Sooner or later, we're gonna figure out what's causing all these Pokemon to go rogue. And Lumios will be a place shared by people and Pokemon, just like the folks at Quasartico want. Keep it up. Alright. One down, two to go. Let's do Tyranitar. Because that one's closest. I know everybody's excited about about Starmie. Oh, it's just chilling over here. Well, you could handle this on your own if you had to, but you can count on Scrafty and me for help. Okay. Here's our likely soon Omega Evolved target, Tyranitar, the armor Pokemon. You did your research, huh? As you'd expect from the name, it possesses impressive defenses. This may be a long fight. My Scrafty should do well against the Tyranitar in terms of type matchups. In any case, this Tyranitar needs our help, so we'll simply have to do it. Bet you can handle it. Okay. I think Gallade would be good in this case. Wow. Oh yeah. And he said this would take long. Where's he going? Waddling around. Jeez. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Oh. That was close. Whew, that wasn't too hard. That's two. All these wild Pokemon gathering in Lumios, and all this rogue Mega Evolution. I'll be relieved when we can finally figure out the cause and put these mysteries to bed. I'll keep looking into it on my end as well. Starmie could be a tricky matchup. But we'll figure it out. A little trial and error. Because I have Roserade, but Roserade can't Mega Evolve. And Houndoom knows Thunder Fang, I think, or Thunder something. Some sort of thunder. but it's a fire type. So that won't work. Do 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 down down. Hold on, you lot. You don't want to mess with the Pokemon up ahead. It's rated at Mega Power or whatever, and it's ready to blow, so no one's getting by me. Feels like I've seen you two before, though. It's Drosera, ain't it? And the other one. The traitors as strong as you two ought to be alright. Come on then, follow me. For goodness sake. Which imbecile let two civilians waltz in here when I specifically said to block off the area? Mr. Philippe, hi, what are you doing here? We received word of a Pokemon behaving erratically. We cannot allow any Lumiose resident to be harmed, so we came to evaluate the situation. I thought if need be, I could take care of the situation personally. Your intel was spot on. The erratic Pokemon you were warned about is at risk of undergoing rogue Mega Evolution, and we're here to calm it down. I see, so you're trying to keep Lumiose safe just like us. Problem is, I'm here on direct orders from the boss. He would hardly be pleased if I simply stepped aside for you. I'm sure you understand. What are we supposed to do? It's simple. If Drosera defeats my team, then I will be unable to take on other opponents. Oh my god. Or we could all just team up. I guess not. Almost 20 levels above. Mega Evolution proves our bond. Let me show you the true beauty of Skarmory. I see you've been honing your skills. Time for us to withdraw, you lot. We can leave things to Team MZ. I can understand why the boss holds you in such high regard. When I first met the boss, I thought nobody could possibly surpass him. Yet now I find that the world may be bigger than I ever imagined. That's kind of funny coming from you, Philippe. You're older than Corbeau and the rest of us. Age matters little when it comes to greatness. In my childhood years, I was already formidable in physical strength and in my talent for battles. As such, I was able to keep the local ruffians under my control and under my command. But I was still nothing but a young fool. I was strong, yes, but that didn't put food on the table. It's only thanks to Lysander's support that I managed to survive those days. That wasn't the case for Mr. Corbeau. He negotiated with Lysander, convincing the man to give him seed money for his ventures. Mr. Corbeau started up all sorts of businesses. Security services, Pokemon couriers, even some things that perhaps weren't entirely above board. He was quite the little upstart, so me and my gang thought he needed to be taught a lesson. Young Corbeau and his partner Venipede gave us the slip at every turn, always one step ahead, until we were forced to admit defeat. He outdid us completely in an area entirely unrelated to Pokemon battles. Ever since then, he has been the only person I call my boss. Maybe I shouldn't have told you that. In exchange for your silence, please take this. This is a water stone, right? Use it on that partner of yours. It will surely help you protect Lumios. Now, please make sure to handle things. Nothing for me? Take care of things here. If this city goes down, the rest of the kid will have no clients left to work with after all. If I use the stone Philippe gave me, it'll be Starmie versus Starmie. Think I should do it? Well, it was a gift. Right. Yeah, okay. We'll evolve my partner. Then we gotta go calm that rogue Mega Starmie. Why are you using... Okay. Such a terrible matchup. Before Starmie's Rogue evolution sets in. Want me to heal your Pokemon? I like that they ask. Make sure you and Barbaracle stay safe, okay? Here we go. Something. I like see through my model. It's kind of weird. Because my stupid drawing, my drawing software that I use makes like every layer like very barely transparent. Another reason why I'm taking a break from models. Oh god. Evil, evil I say. I always thought it was just like something wrong with my screen, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the case. Alright, I've kept you waiting long enough. There it is. Oh my god. This is the dumbest design. They just gave it legs. Alright, what can I use that's good against this thing? Oh. So proud of itself. Big ooh. There it goes. Oh shit. Come on. A little more. Yeah. Goodness. Storminite. Good work, Drosera. That's another rogue Pokemon successfully calmed. These battles really take it out of you, huh? Yeah, I'm the one that's doing all of them, so... I know we gotta help these poor Pokemon stop their suffering, but geez, they don't let up with their super fierce attacks. And all that running around dodging leaves me absolutely starving. You think Lumios's restaurants might have started all this as a plot to bring in customers? Nah, it couldn't be. That'd be wild. Oh, it's Tawny? Guessing she wants us back at the hotel to debrief. Alright. Do 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 do. Do. Nice. Do 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 do. Ding 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 ding. Let's see. What, can you not learn Hydro Pump? Lame. That's alright. Liquidation's pretty good. Liquidity. Boop boop bow 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 bow. Managed to save a bunch of Pokemon from Rogue Mega Evolution. As usual, it was largely thanks to your efforts. In fact, you really outdid yourself this time. I'm so glad we got you on Team MZ. Hey Z, can I ask you something? Yes, what is it, my young friend? Keep saying we need to find the strongest Mega Evolution user, but how do we determine that? Like, how do we know which trainer is the actual strongest?
That is up to Floette to decide.
How do you mean?
I mean that it will require the greatest of Mega Evolution users to handle Floette's true power. For the moment, let us simply be glad that you all continue to succeed in calming rogue Pokemon. But do we know how Floette would even decide who's the strongest?
Maybe it's got to be a Pokemon trainer that Floette thinks she can rely on.
Well, that must be Drosera.
Says who?
Oh. Grisham. Who the hell is Grisham? It's a promotion and match announcement for Trainer Drosera Rank B. The opponent for your next promotion match has been decided. You're to face Trainer Grisham, Rank B. Interesting.
So it's finally time. You're closing in on Rank A now. The very top of the ZA Royale.
Just one question. Who the heck is Grisham? Does anyone know?
Odd that they've made it to Rank B but managed to keep their face secret. Some folks prefer not to show their face in their profile picture. They want to keep their daily lives and their ZA Royale activities separate. Some people register under pseudonyms or nicknames too.
That's true, but still, how are you supposed to find them and have your promotion match? You'll have to wait for them to find you, I guess?
And risk things getting worse with Prism Tower? No way, we can't just sit back and wait.
Let's ask Emma.
Yeah, she's our best bet. Let's head to the Looker Bureau, Drosera, and try to find out more about this Grisham.
Looks like the competition to see who hits rank A first has begun. Who joins the ZA Royale under a false name? There's some strange people out there. Strongest Mega Evolution user. Another role I should have fulfilled and yet failed to. Well, that's okay. It happens. Got a few more quests. Let's go ahead and get the last few points that we need to get that ticket, because I imagine we're gonna need it pretty soon. There's a bench when you need one. Oh, I missed one over here. Great ball. Great ball, dude. Funny how I still miss some every so often. I'm so mad. I heard a shiny earlier. Like, I heard the sound that it makes, but I didn't see it. I was like, shit. I think I need another one of these. Is this a yellow one? I think it's yellow. I thought I caught a yellow one before, and then it ended up being an orange one. Okay, cool. Da, 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 da. We're so close to the nighttime, I'll just mess around for a little bit. Of course, I've ground all the areas so far. I need another bagon. Bagel. Fuck you, Salamence. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Do 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 do. They just hurt its own guy. Idiot. What do you want? I've left. I'm gone. I'm gone freaks. Alright, we only need like, I think 6,000 points. So we'll just do it fast and then we'll be done. Simple as, simple as, simple as. Doopy doopy doo. Two deli birds. Ah, damn it. Bring up. Oh, come on. She's so mad for. Drag out, my beloved. We did it. Let's get the heck out of here.
Glad to see you too, Mimi. Hello there, what can I do for you today? If this is about your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Lumios within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but it's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Alright, let's hear it. We need to find Drosera's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grisham. Grisham. Know the name. One of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, or so I've heard. I'll give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know?
Of course we do.
I figured you'd say that. Is it her? Okay, I know what to do. If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside.
I'm guessing it's not going to be that easy. Probably not her.
You should know, Emma's really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the ZA Royale, but she'll be in the top ranks for sure. She'd be in the top ranks for sure. Are you ready to battle me?
I'm ready to win.
I'll be using Pokemon that were given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar, everyone, let's go.
Oh, Mega Malamar. It's the time that we finally see it.
Bam, 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 bam.
Damn, 5 Pokemon. She out. Lucario. Damn. Alright, show me Mega Malamar.
My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirit.
Mega Mind looking ass.
Good thing those old guys aren't here to see this. Tell me, what do you two know about Team Flare? They're the group that caused all that trouble for Kalos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he reappeared, calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with mysterious Pokemon. It seems suspicious, so I decided to investigate them, not for a client, just for me. Everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumios. So it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left up that legacy. Apparently, they tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught, though it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. Now it seems Grisham is taking part in the ZA Royale, but why? To what end? Does Grisham have a goal of their own? There's no real saying for sure, not until I do some more digging at least. You know what? I bet Mabel at the Pokemon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. You mean Mabel knows Grisham? Sorry, but that's not for me to say. It's up to Mabel to decide how much she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. I'll do some investigating of my own. You should go to the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Mabel says, Drosera.
Right, because she was one of the what's up, Ayane? She's one of the girlies that was in Team Flare. But now she's just chilling in the Pokemon Research Lab. Is that freaking detective again? Yeah. We're trying to figure out the identity of our next promotion match. He seems to have some ties to Team Flare.
That rat, that vile little man. I can't believe that, Mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. It's not even like I can tell him off. Not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. But that doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place.
Always has some anger issues to work out.
Are you making progress on my research tasks?
I want to know about Grisham. The chair, though? Oh yeah, she got the gamer chair.
Grisham? Who could that be?
Someone on the ZA Royale.
The ZA Royale, huh? Seems you already know more about Chris than I would have thought. Fine. So I used to be a part of Team Flare. Tell me more. I don't really mind telling people if they're merely curious. But there are still people today who react badly if they hear the words Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I'm asked either. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal, still in that suit, yeah. I haven't gotten to her clothes yet. So I got made an acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm already stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokemon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry. I didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grisham, huh? He's part of the younger generation in Team Flare. Everyone called him Gris. It means gray. Like the color of ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles. Not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now, joining the ZA Royale. But if you've really gotta know, you might want to try No View Cafe over in the Centrical Plaza. What's at No View Cafe? You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid. Don't take all the mystery and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep up that research work, too. Girl, what do you think I've been doing? I'm at like level 40.
White Rotom. Alright. So I realized we actually haven't explored this one yet, but that's like the really expensive stuff, so we're not gonna look at that one yet. Let's go ahead and go to the bougie one over here, though. Honestly, isn't that bougie? Blazer. Ooh, I kind of want the wine red shirt. I kind of like the dark brown, too. We get the gray, the greige. Oh, you know I love the red. The red, that's sexy right there. Let's just get all of them. Bucket. We get the blazer and blouse. The little cravat is so everything to me. I'm buying this bitch's whole store out. Chino pants. Okay, maybe not. Let me get these red ones. I'm gonna get the red regular ones. I'm gonna get these black ones too. The belts. I gotta buy the belts individually. The trench coat. Okay with the trench coat. Scuba dee ba boo, bada bee, bada boo. That shit's ugly. Leather gloves. Oh, I'm about to do some BDSM up in here. Gotta get the Mickey Mouse. Wine red. Bravely red. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Opera shoes. Girl, what the hell? They're so ugly. Let's buy them. Alright. I blew the whole bank on one store. So I guess next time we have these shops. And then this one, if I ever get like hella bank, maybe, well, I mean, I probably will. I think I'm just waiting for big spender. Yeah. I'm kind of just waiting till end game because I'm guessing they'll give me more money. from battles that way. But next stream, which may or may not be the finale, I don't know, actually. We're getting pretty close. I think we have 10 more missions after this, and 6 of them are post game. So we might have 2 more. And then the DLC comes out in like less than a month. So we'll probably take a little break from playing it, and then we'll resume when the DLC comes out. I don't expect it to be very good. Pokemon made a statement the other day basically saying like we're not actually gonna really put as much effort into our DLC because it costs too much money, which is like, okay, great. Great. I'm glad that that's where you guys are at. Just blatantly being like, yeah, we're not gonna try anymore. I mean, we already don't. So too expensive, it's gonna be alright. What happened to the other? Oh, there it is. That's what I wanted. Okay, and then we do the... That's pretty snazzy. And the pants... Wait, what happened? What? There we go. Business on top, cash on the bottom. Where the chino? No. Chino pants. With the white belt. Brennan Lee Mulligan. There's why are there no like cab stocks? Driving me insane. Okay. Looks good to me. Alright. To No View Cafe.
The only good thing we've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink?
If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. I'd like to order a meeting with Grisham.
Well, isn't this entertaining? Looks like you managed to find your next opponent. Ah. The quiet master of Centrico's Plaza's famed Nobu Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I'm one of the top-ranked trainers in the ZA Royale, the foremost trainer in Rank B, and the boss of Team Flare No View. Yes, you found me. Grisham at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve, goals that have brought me to the ZA Royale, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes little sense to you, however. Shall I explain the whole thing? Grisham, you know this kid is with AZ. There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on AZ's side. This is Grizel, one of my comrades in Team Flare No View. Let's just take this kid down, right here, right now, while we've got the chance. Grizel, please do calm yourself. No View Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It's no place to start a commotion. Fine, I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop, then head over. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your own way. We'll meet you there. Alright. Where are we going? His ponytail pisses me. Oh, this run-down, dingy area. Look at you, waiting like a good little boy. I imagine you must be asking yourself why you want to meet at such a spot. This is Lysander Cafe. It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it is an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. And since nobody wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as our base for Team Flare, or more rightly, for Team Flare No View. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Of course I do. What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? Grizel. Grisham, this kid is our enemy. It's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve for Team Flare No View. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind or forgiving to those of us who are part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable, sad though it is, that some harden their hearts in response, like Grizel here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Grizel once she's set on a course of action. And though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before a promotion match, I must ask, please, won't you grant Grizel the battle she desires? Well, okay. But cover your eyes. Fight me. I will, and I'll win. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough of you left to fight in the ZA Royal. Of course, they wouldn't be too open to a group that wanted to end the world. Yeah, for real. Nuclear terrorists. Oh, she's got a mega ring. That's actually a ring. Yikes. All talk, no bite, this woman. Yeah. Oh, she's got a Metagross. Damn. Damn. Oh. Mega Pyroar. Gotta win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Mufasa. You just gave it more hair. This one was lame. I'm gonna say it. That one kind of sucks. Mega Swordbird and Shieldbird. This is ridiculous. I lost. Well, yeah, you didn't pick a very distracting Mega Evolution, that's for sure. I guess more main is good. I think I did read about this one because I saw people on Twitter harping on it, but I didn't actually see it. But now that I can see it, it makes sense because apparently, like, the main on the original Pyroar, at least the male variant, like, is like a Japanese character, and apparently the Mega Evolution of the main is also a Japanese character. But I don't know what they are. And also, that's kind of dumb. Kind of a dumb concept. It's like, imagine if, well, I guess it's not the first time. I mean, they literally are doing that with Mega Raichu in the DLC. Mega Raichu X and Y. And they look stupid. They look stupid as hell. I lost. My Pokemon lost. Yokai Lion. Yeah. My Pokemon lost. That was well fought. I expected nothing less from Team MZ's new ace, the one who seeks to save Lumio City. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Voila! One Ember Roast, our signature drink at Novio Cafe. What is it, drugged? That should have perked up the Pokemon who battled for us as well.
Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare. Where should that come from? They always keep that thing on them. And what it is we hope to accomplish. Please join us inside. Ah, bro, we gonna get fucking jumped. Girl, I'm too medicated to think. The fiery red of Lysander's burning passion. That is what fills this Lysander cafe. And here in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose to battle in the Zia Royale. Shall we begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another. All to achieve a more beautiful world. That's kind of... It's kind of whitewashing it a little bit, but... However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time. Oh, okay, I see. Fearing what the future might bring, he set his sights on a new goal of his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. Yo, Marvel really stole the concept of Thanos, when you think about it. Lysander tried to destroy the world, honey. Thanos, Lysander was the OG Thanos. In a way. Because he was like, oh, I want to make less people. And Thanos was like, I'm going to half the population with a snap. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know about the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the Kalos region off the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may only see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home. But if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, well, Mao, at least he didn't torment some random dude on his birthday every year. Then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness. And we in Team Flare wouldn't have become society's outcasts. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumios, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you don't know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word that I've said. That is why I invite you, Drosera, to witness the truth yourself. Lysander, a grown man, knew what he was doing, dog. Yeah. It seems like he's lost his memory, though. How's that? You'll see. Open sesame. Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs. It was a facility used to research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned AZ's secrets for ourselves. That is where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes. You are to fully understand how awful it is. Was the pose necessary? Of course it was. They're Team Flare. Lysander Labs was designed to be a labyrinthian. And of course, plenty of wild Pokemon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you get to see the truth for yourself. Damn. Boxes are just lying around. Was someone in the middle of cleaning up? Flare with every move? Of course. It's a double entendre. My favorite caller, Scam Likely. Team Flare is just a bunch of theater kids. Figured enough time had passed for you to have gotten yourself into some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs. If so, there should be an elevator in front of you. See it? You'll need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Was this a real place in the original game? I don't remember. It has been like a decade. Ah. Hold down the lever and activate the power supply unit. Boom. Oh, get away from me. You're not my Houndoom. Ben knew AZ was suspicious. I feel like there's more to the story. I don't know if he's just like... He's this terrible guy. That's probably why he, like... Look at who they recruited. Yeah. It's possible he's made like a 180 and he's like, oh, let me fix what I started. Hello. Merp. Bro doesn't know. They programmed it as a wall, I guess. Ah. Get away. Oh, I just go back to where I was. Chunk not loading. Ah! Jesus. Get away. So you're just like breezing past here, but no, I'll take my time. Although I think I got everything. Do 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 do. The dichotomy in X and Y was life and death, I think. It's like almost every paired game has like the legendaries and then they each stand for something. I know Gen 5 was truths and ideals. Sun and Moon was Sun and Moon. That one was pretty. That was pretty self-explanatory. Um, I don't remember what Sword and Shield was. Did they have like a certain thing? I don't know. Those stupid ass wolves. In my opinion, the worst legendaries of any game. They really were just like not not doing it for me. I could go on and on about how Sword and Shield was terrible. Yeah, the wolves. I don't know what they I don't know if they represented something specifically. Nice. Some of them were like less, I guess some of them were like less like about specific things. Sixth gen is like balance and justice. I thought it was life and death. Cause cause Xerneas was life and Ilvital was death. But Beldum, give me that bitch. Oh god. Why did I bring out the Houndoom? That was foolish of me. A lot of balance. Well, there's balance like with everything. In every game there's balance. Fighting his kind. I like catching with the Pokeballs because they're girl. Can my Wi-Fi be stable, please? Sorry, gamers. There's balance in everything except for Ash's Pikachu. Well, usually it's like the game that you play that has like the mascot legendary. The other one is like, oh, I'm evil or something like that. It's always something. Oh, I hope they had law enforcement so kids don't have to run around. I actually did a side quest off stream that had a police officer and they were like interrogating me because they saw like a Goomy and they were like, "Is this yours?" And I was like, "No." And then they were like, "Okay, well, let's battle." And I was like, this feels like police brutality a little bit." They exist, but I don't think they're very good at their job. But then again, I mean, it's not too different from real police. So, Just imagine there's like a lazy as expected. I just imagine there's like they have like whoa, an alpha Agislash. Droid. I love Agislash. Cool ass concept. Oh, it killed me. That sucks. Oops, don't use a normal type. Dead. The path is now clear. What the hell is this? Oh, the standing stones that line Route 10 all the way to the ruins in Geosenge Town. These stones apparently behave in a mysterious manner. They usually emit energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, that reverses. They then begin to absorb energy from Pokemon attached to them. Okay. Where's the... oh. Where's the power? Right in front of me. Do 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 do. We're about to find something horrifying, probably. B2? Okay. Perhaps B3? Hold on to your hits, everybody. It's about to get fucked up. So the machinery powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initialized. Possession of all key cards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot of systems. Systems rebooted. Voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. File 1, the device. File 2, the fuel. File 3, the legends. File 4, our shared dream. Which file would you like to review? The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that had perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosenge Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can have it operational with a little work. But we have not yet found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it.
since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him, without delay. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus life can be conducted back into a Pokemon that has lost its own, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon, Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death, the power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if we were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? As the world grows wealthier, the number of Pokemon and people will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there is only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. No, that's stupid. No worries, Ayane. Sleep well. That's stupid. Just simply make more food. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world towards a more beautiful future. Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was? AZ created that weapon. Then 1,000 years ago, he also made a device that now dwells within Prism Tower. Why are you here? Zygarde seemed to wish that I come to this place. I've lost most of my memories, and yet this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago, through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent. But I did learn of the device within Prism Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokemon, one particular Floette. There was no way to know where that Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device. But the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AZ carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete. I was buried deep in the earth, together with Team Flare's secret base. You're still alive. Zygarde saved me. I worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light raining down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her power. This is the truth I know. And now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Grisham and with AZ, and do what must be done.
Right?
Did you see Lysander? He's still down there. I think that he is still alive, and yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could he just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us... Grizel, there will be a time for such things later. And you, Drosera, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. And so I make this request of you. Kill AZ. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. What about what Floette wants? You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prism Tower controlled. Everything we've learned points to that conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage, and if we're ever to achieve that kind of beautiful world Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can be the ones to protect Lumios, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We were mere children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare. And yet we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just save Lumios. This city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumios better, to make all of Kalos better. At Novio Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And as we've worked here, we've also heard the voices of Lumios' people. We understand this city better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you'll need more than just a challenger's ticket. You'll need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by battling my way through the ZA Royale. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then I will be the one to restrain Prism Tower with AZ's Floette. Go talk with the rest of Teammate MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they all learned of AZ's sins. Now, go back to Hotel Z. Damn. Well, yeah, let's hear AZ out. I feel like he deserves to be heard. You've returned. I heard from Emma what leads you are following up on. I imagine you've learned much of my tale by now, isn't that right?
Oh, Drosera, did you manage to find Grisham?
Oh, I found him, alright.
No kidding. I went digging into the rumors about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus he's part of this group, Team Flare No View. And he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumios from customers at No View Cafe. He even seems to know something weird's going on with Prism Tower. AZ, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower given the situation?
Yes, I've also been thinking it is time I talked to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof. Drosera, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? Yes, I know the truth now. Then I shall tell you of the terrible sins I've committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokemon had their futures stolen. People lost the everyday lives they'd known. And my Floette was sent to the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, all so that I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved most. My rage had not subsided.
could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us, by becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the ultimate weapon reached the heavens. That looks like a booty hole. Then poured down, burning away. That's not important. Burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokemon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. Seriously? For 3,000 whole years? Hell of a cold shoulder. During those long years of aimless wandering, a man of great power asked for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Kalos. At this I thought to myself, I cannot make another device that would take from others, but perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed. That is what Ange is. That is what is hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Ange to give meaning to the eternal life I had burned Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I'd done. I dreamed of the day when I could use Ange after reuniting with Floette at last. The day did not come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now, Ange, the tower is emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floette present. It is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Ange and has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to this rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokemon suffer. The people come to harm. There is only one way to put an end to the pain. A mega evolution user must mega evolve Floette and together reach the control panel within Ange.
I never could have imagined that you and Floette had that kind of history. And the tower, too. So we need the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk? I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally Pokemon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps because she is a special Pokemon, having received the lives of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture. Floette returning to my side again after 3,000 years was an act of forgiveness, but she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these events into motion, AZ, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this.
That doesn't matter. AZ still made this awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Devine, I appreciate that AZ, he's right. I appreciate that AZ is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize we might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Devine is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry.
I understand, AZ. Just leave this to Team MZ. Drosera, it's up to us to keep the tower from going wild. And that means you've got to beat Grisham.
I'll win for sure.
I knew we could count on you, Drosera. We'll be the ones to stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Flare No View. Alright, it's time you go challenge Grisham to a promotion match.
Thank you. I will forever be grateful for meeting you all, my dear Team MZ. Did you arrive at an answer together with your fellows in Team MZ? Yes, I'll battle you. Honestly, why has Team MZ been trying so hard to reach the top of the ZA Royal anyway? We're fighting for Floette. Yeah, we know about the old man and that black flower Floette of his. So all of you idiots hope to achieve is helping AZ tidy away the mess he made for everyone? Grizel, please, that's too far. But it is true that you, Drosera, don't have any real ties to the city. What reason does some outsider like you have to protect Lumios? I care about the Pokemon. That's good. I'm glad you also have something you wish to fight for. But it still pales before my own desire to emerge victorious from this battle. I will become the greatest trainer and use AZ's Floette to protect this city from the tower. I will restore honor to the memory of Team Flare and all who have ever had their names tied to it. I'll make our dream into reality at last. That is why I must defeat you. No more delays. Let's finish this. Charizard, one piping hot battle to go. It's gonna do a Mega Charizard. Resolve is nothing compared to my own. You carry nothing like the burdens that I carry. And yet you think you'll be able to save Lumios. I'll show you my resolve. May the flames of Team Flare rage strong and true and burn away all our shame and regrets. Charizard, let your dark flames pour forth. Here we go. A full sixer, huh? Got me. Go Mega Gallade! Whoops. Yikes. Hello, Hog Man. Thank you for blessing me with your presence. How is the virtual man? I'm doing alright. I'm chilling. Alright. Of course he's got a Charizard. My wasted youth, nothing but ash and ruin. Mega Evolve and burn it all away, Charizard. What's your favorite Pokemon? Gallade. But I also really like Oshawott. Oshawott, Trubbish, Victini. I'm big on Gen 5 Pokemon. How about you, Hawkman? Why is his finger flapping around like that? Oshawott is Hogman's favorite starter. Let's go. Peak design, in my opinion. Mawile, Frostlass, and Wooper. All good choices. Have you seen the Mega Frostlass yet? Certainly do direct your Pokemon with skill. There's no denying it. Yeah. I saw it, I was like, holy shit. It might be the best Mega of this game. I'm not a fan of most of the new Megas, but Frostlass they cooked, yeah. I feel like they should have led with Frostlass, but I don't know. You lost, but Charizard and the rest of your team looked happy in the battle, Grisham. If only we could leave behind the name of Team Flare, leave behind Lumiose itself. We'd free ourselves of such a heavy burden. But Team Flare and the dreams that Lysander hoped to make real. That world of beauty and that sense of justice still have hold of us, and they tie us to this place. If you're enjoying ZA, I haven't heard much good things. Honestly, I'm enjoying it. I feel like it's better than a lot of the more recent Pokemon games that have come out. Is it the best? No, but I don't expect that from Pokemon in this day and age, unfortunately. But I feel like it's decent. Is it worth $60? Maybe 40. But it's decent. That world of beauty and that sense of justice still have hold of us, and they tie us to this place. Lysander may have gone astray, but there was true righteousness in his heart. His ideals, the care he showed for us all, if I threw them aside now, I don't know who I'd be. It seems you are now Lumiose's strongest Mega Evolution user, Drosera. It's fair. I just heard it was small, not worth the money, kind of repetitive, and story was meh. The story is okay. It is definitely small, but I feel like I was saying this the other day. I feel like compared to Legends Arceus, which definitely had like a larger world, I feel like they concerted a lot more into this smaller environment, which I kind of prefer, because I feel like with Arceus, it was like, you know, there was a lot to see but not a lot to do, which was kind of frustrating, you know. As Arceus, I liked, besides having to catch the same Pokemon a billion times, yeah, I'm glad they kind of did away with that. It feels like the Legends games are kind of like Pokemon doing like trial and error on stuff that they want to potentially incorporate into main series Pokemon games, because we kind of saw that happen with Legends Arceus. So I feel like we're We're like guinea pigs in a way. Please take care of Prism Tower in our city. I'll do my best. If you have need of us, we will come to your aid. So they're just like chill with us now? Alright. After all, Novio exists in order to help others, so we can make this world beautiful together. Yeah, I can see that, which is, if that's the case, I'm alright with it. If it means we don't get another like Sword and Shield. I agree. I hated Sword and Shield. The concept was nice, like the idea of like these giant Pokemon gyms, but it was just such a terrible game. We flop with the starters in the routed open world. I agree. I feel like I don't mind the routes, but combining them with the open world was kind of weird, because it's like, I don't know, they were I feel like they were definitely still finding their footing, right? Somehow preferred Gen 4 remakes over it. Yeah. Gen 4 remakes were okay. Thank you for the follow, Hogman, appreciate you. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how they I'm kind of like not hoping that they do a Gen 5 remake at this point, if that's like the direction that they're gonna go with, just to do like a, you know, like a off market, you know, like a second, third party making it. Because Gen 5 is my favorite, and I don't want them to do I don't want them to do it dirty. I mainly just hated the camera and art style. Yeah, I didn't like that they like chibified it, because it was already kind of like the original ones were that way. Like, why would you just like, it just felt like a remaster than a remake. They flesh out Switch Pokemon games first, I'd be open to a Gen 5 remake. Yeah, I'd be open to it, but I would rather it be something more like how Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire was, you know, where it's like a, like they made it better and they also added more to it. That was my issue with the Gen 4 remakes, since Gen 4 and Gen 2 are my favorites. Ah, I see. The remakes before Switch were really good. I agree. Boros was good. Heart Gold, Soul Silver was good. Those were goated. Yeah, Heart Gold and Soul Silver having like a whole extra region packed in it too was like, they did not have to go that hard. Come by the No View Cafe anytime. I'll make you one of those flamethrowers you like. There's that fuck ass dog. I may have been defeated. I may have been found unworthy of becoming Zygarde's trainer. But I'll build a life that shows these things aren't what define me. Pokewalk, or whatever it was called, was hype. Agreed. I think I still have it. I think I still have the Pokewalk, like, device. I don't know if it works anymore, but I had so much fun with it. Grisham. Seems self-serving. Desires crept in and overshadowed the ideals he holds clear. Though I, of course, am to blame for that. Thank you for helping him see the error of his ways. Prism Tower appears to be nearing its breaking point. Do you care much for Gen 6 and 7? I was not the biggest fan of Gen 7, especially the remakes. I thought that the sequel games were absolute abysmal dog shit, and I stand by that. I mean, standalone they were fine, I guess, but like as like sequels or whatever, or remakes of the original games, I'm glad that they don't do that shit anymore, because like that honestly ruined it for me. Gen 6 was interesting because there were so many like cool things that were happening. You had a whole new type, you had Mega Evolution, you know, you had like all these really cool things. I feel like, you know, it was the first game that had like so many different gimmicks, right? Like it had like all these cool like features to it. And then I think after Gen 6 it was like, okay, now we'll do a different thing. It's like, oh, this isn't as interesting. I mean, Z moves were like okay, but like they weren't as exciting to me. Megas and the roller skates were hype, but not much kept me hooked with it. Yeah, I was saying the other day, I'm mad that they didn't like bring the roller skates to this game. That would have been so fun. The Ultra Beasts kind of mid to me. They were interesting as a concept. I think my favorite part of Gen 7 was the fact that they started doing the regional variants, because that was like bringing back Pokemon that people really loved and making them kind of different, but you know, still the Pokemon that you know. I thought that was kind of fun. I'm glad that they're still kind of doing that. They didn't really do that in this game, but I guess I get it. They put a lot of the design budget into the Megas. Gigantamax and Terra is so ass. Gigantamax was, I will say, compared to Terras were so stupid, because it's like they didn't even do any. They weren't any like new designs. At least some of the Gigantamax designs like had their own their like some of them had like specific designs that were cool. I was like, oh, this is interesting. But then like it was, I don't know, it wasn't as good as Megas. I agree. Gigantamax is better than Terra's, but Gigantamax was so cool for cool for 3 fights. Yeah, that's true. Not to mention I think they only lasted for a few turns, right? With Megas, like, you keep them until they die, which I prefer. Not in this game, though. Unfortunately, Zygarde still lacks the last of the cells it needs to use its full strength. When the time comes, I hope you'll be able to protect this city. Or rather, not the city itself, but every living being here in Lumios. It's just a city. I'm not saving the world. I'm annoyed about Greninja's Mega, though. They put him upside down. Oh, yeah. Girl, get on my face. Guess what? I made it to rank A too. Whoa, you both reached rank A the same day?
Must have helped you two a lot to have strong teammates like each other to train with. With 2 A-ranked trainers, I know we'll be able to take care of the tower.
Big yes to that.
I suppose that means it's nearly time for Floette to help us resolve this whole situation. I wonder who Floette will choose.
Floette, what is it? What's wrong?
I'm fucking dying. Wait, Floette looks like she's in pain.
The tower. Is it Ange that is affecting you? You okay?
Looks like she'll be okay. I'm sure Floette's pretty worried too. There's no telling if we'll really be able to stop the tower.
No worries, Hogman. Appreciate you dropping by.
That's true enough. We'll never succeed if we let ourselves get too caught up worrying about things going wrong.
Yeah, now's the time to blow off steam and have some fun. Shake the worries off.
But we've got some big wins to celebrate after all. You said it.
Rest easy this night. I know that the future of Lumios and of this world will be safe in your hands.
That night.
Whoa.
Drosera, you alright? I'm gonna find out what's happening. Meet me by the elevator. To see what in the world is going on.
Good, everybody's okay.
What was that? An earthquake? No, something to do with Prison Tower. Looks like things are taking a turn for the worse. Kanari is streaming about it now. Let's go to the roof so we can see it for ourselves. Ugh, why is the elevator always so slow?
Normally I'd say the slowness is part of its janky charm.
Here we go.
Getting all 4 of us in this poor elevator will be a squeeze. Really? Just 4 people? Hey Z, Floette, you're okay. We are fine, but I thank you for your concern.
What was that shaking, AZ?
You'll recall how Floette seemed pained earlier this evening. I wonder if she might be responding to Ange in some way, so I came up to the tower. Look there. Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Prison Tower. This looks really bad.
The time I feared has come. It won't be long before Ange goes rogue as well. What'll happen? Excessive mega power I spoke of before, that which the tower has been emitting, will likely cause an explosion of rogue mega evolution across the entire city.
Don't worry, AZ. Team MZ is gonna take care of it. Hey Vinny, this about the tower?
It is. The situation, fucking Vinny. The situation looks dire. Need you on this right away.
I understand. We'll head out right now. Alright, Team MZ. Let's regroup in Centrical Plaza.
Once Floette has mega evolved, she can take on the power of the tower. The power of Ange. Then the tower can assume the form it was always intended to take. Ange Floette. You must help the tower attain its true form if we are able to stop from destroying the city. I would only slow you down if I were to go, so I will remain here and support you from afar. Maybe you can cook us up something good to celebrate when we get back, AZ. You wish for me to cook? That is a fine idea. I'm familiar with so many different cuisines. Floette, good luck. I am counting on you. I know you will prove yourself equal to this task, Drosera. I am so grateful that our paths crossed. Well, we just get glomped by the Zygarde cell. Alright. Well, we're at 3 hours. Almost. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Thanks everybody so much for watching. I think we are on the precipice of finishing, so looking forward to it. Love you guys so much. I'll see ya later today. As always, ciao. Bye everybody.